Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lomzy. I'm back again with another video on how to make a crisscross neckline. So to make this crisscross neckline design, you can use any basic bodice pattern of your choice. You can use the basic pattern with the shoulder that, or you can decide to use an easy fitting bodice block. So I'm using this basic block, and I'm going to first of all tighten the underbust. So for me to tighten the underbust, I have to get the bust pan divided by 2. Whatever you get, you use it to make this line that I'm making like this, so that you know where your underbust is. To tighten this, I'm going to increase this dart line on these places by 1 cm or ½ inch. So I'm going to square this up like so. So I'm going to make an armhole style line and connect it to the base of the dart like so, and then I'm going to make a dart on that armhole line, ½ inch or 1 cm, and I connect it like that. This is to avoid gaping at the armpit area when we are done making this. So this will take care of that. Now I'm going to open my front panel and I'll start making the pattern. So I'm going to place the back on the shoulder and fling it 3.5 inches back in like so. Just watch what I'm doing. So it's going to look like this. Next is to draw a line from the armhole to make the crisscross line. You pass through the neckline of the front and the back like so, and get the back like that. So you're going to connect this line straight like this and determine the length of the crisscross neckline at the back. So I have 2 inches here. I'm going to connect it down and come this way down. But before I do that, I'm going to mark a line on the underbust like this. And on the center line, I would go in 0.5 inch or 1 cm, depending on how you want the opening to be in front. So for me, I'm coming in 0.5 cm, and I'm going to connect this line to the line on the back like so, so that I make the crisscross neckline. So with this like this, I'll have to start cutting all my panels out. So make sure you mark all the notches so that you know where you're going to join when you're sewing them. So I've made my notches. I'm going to cut off this place for my band. And take note, watch very well so that you know the side that I'm not taking, because the half of the band, I will not cut the band on fold. Let me put it that way. So I'm going to cut off this one, half of the band. This is what I need. So I'm going to cut open the dart and close it. I'll go ahead and cut all the other pieces and get the panel ready for stitching. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so below, because on this channel we share sewing tutorials and DIY every week. And follow me on my socials. I'll be dropping the links to all my social: Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. I'll be dropping them in the description section, so you go ahead and connect with me fully. And for the back, I am going to close the back dart, or I can as well leave it as two panels. But for me, the video I did, this tutorial I'm making, I closed the darts. So this is how all your panels should look. This is the front band, this is the back, and this is the front. So I'll go ahead and cut out the fabric, and we go to the sewing machine to sew this. So I like using the material to cut out as my lining, as I'm not going to interface anywhere. So this is the fabric like this. I'm going to start by joining the front panel and the side seam. You go ahead and join the lining piece so that you can turn it with this. You see, because of the contouring we did, see how the bust is looking. Yeah, that's the work of contouring. So I'm going to first of all close the front neckline. And then I top stitch it. After top stitching it, I go ahead to close the side seam. That is the side of the crisscross neckline. And then I'm going to turn this inside out, and I go ahead to do the same thing to the second panel of the front. Make sure you go ahead and iron this properly. Next is to sew the band, the front band. By doing so, remember we have ½ inch in front, which is 1 inch opening at the front. So remember to take note of that. So I'm going to start from the side seam like this, sandwich the front inside the strap, the band. Making sure that the space I left in front, I'm not going to close that. So I'm going to leave the 1 inch for the front seam like that, and continue with the second panel of the front. make sure whatever space you have in your pattern is what you're going to take out, else it's going to ruin your tutorial. It's going to ruin your work. See how neat it's turning out already. So you're going to make sure you place it like this, the way it's going to be crisscrossed.